Hey, so I get this question kind of often, which is how long did it take to get to 2020? Uh, First, I just want to preface it by saying that I think that people are maybe confused about 2020, like having the idea that 2020 is like perfect vision or something like that. 2020 is just kind of this average measurement that's kind of saying what a person with normal sight can see at 20 feet. So, like if a person had 20/40, it means that they see at 20 feet, like their best sight is what a quote normal person could see at 40 feet. And if they go in the other direction, saying like if you have 20/10, then it would be like at 20 feet, they can see what a normal person could see at best at 10 feet. Okay, so now that all being said, I want to explain that eyesight fluctuates. This has been my experience with everybody that I've consulted with. This is not just consulted in the sense of actual clients, but consulted in terms of just talk to, like a person that has no glasses, never wore glasses, and then just asking them, how, can you read that sign off to the distance? And the person might say, I can just make out this or that, and then I kind of instruct them a little bit to relax or kind of move around or don't try to see it, but just kind of allow it to maybe be seen, and then they're in the experience that I'm thinking of specifically, they're like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I can actually make that out. Cool. Something like that. So now to answer it directly, how long did it take? Again, this kind of depends on when you really classify, when I started. I took off my glasses in, uh, it was April of 2008, and it was around August of 2008 when I interviewed Greg Marsh. So, I mean, for this period of time, in between that time, I never saw 2020, but I also didn't consult with anyone. I didn't read any real in-depth guides to improving my eyesight. Uh, I just kind of skimmed the Wikipedia on the Bates method. I did some healing practices, and I wore pinhole glasses, and my eyesight definitely improved. And I know this because I remember sitting at the computer and not being able to read the smallest text, and then doing some exercise and then being able to see it. So in that time, which is let's go, April, May, June, July, August, let's say 5 months. I wasn't seeing 2020 yet. And then I had the consultation with Greg Marsh, who I'll link down below. After that, I believe it was within a few days, I saw 2020. I didn't see 2020 consistently, though. It's that I had what was called a clear flash, which is just this sudden moment of seeing clearly. I remember seeing my friend's eyes just like crystal clear, and I had a -4 prescription. Those were the glasses that I had, so that was pretty significant. -4 is somewhat similar to like a 2400, meaning that I see at 20 feet what a person with normal sight could see at 400 feet. Uh, feet. So uh, so that was a very, very big improvement, but it wasn't consistent. And I think that there's really a lot of misunderstanding about relaxing and being relaxed, and especially kind of relaxed in the head area. I don't think I even really considered that my head and my face and my mind's next to my eyes and face and all that could be so much more tense than I realized. And over the last year, I've been doing a lot of work with self-adjustment, and that's really changed my sense of how much relaxation can happen. But that's a topic for another video. So in terms of the time frame for seeing 2020, maybe the question is kind of like, how quickly were you able to get out of your glasses and not need them at all for driving? I came back in, let's see, it was March. I came back in late March of 2009. So now we're talking about a period of, say, 8 months. We could count it out. September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So 7 months. I came back and I was driving during the day, but driving at night was problematic. Driving even during the day sometimes was a little bit difficult. There were certain signs that I couldn't read. That was not legal and ill-advised, I would say. I think it would have made a lot more sense to really just focus on focusing and improving my eyesight and doing that in a short amount of time, because it's really possible. I mean, it had happened already, but whatever mental conditions caused me to not see clearly just weren't resolved in that time. I did have an experience while there, this was in Boulder, of really increased clarity, but that also was something that passed. Although I was getting more and more clear flashes, and just not knowing how to handle them, like a common occurrence for people is it's suddenly super clear and then you kind of like blink and then it's gone, something like that. And more on that later, I guess. But those are instances that could be 20/20 sight, but it disappears. It was in July where I went to the eye doctor and got a new prescription, which was -2.25. So that was from around -4. It's -4 in one eye, -3.75 in the other, down to -2.25 in both eyes, and also an improvement in the astigmatism category. I don't actually remember if I went from no. I think I did no astigmatism correction from there, because I just felt, like why should I even wear it? I wasn't wearing my glasses except when I would, quote, need them for driving. And even that, as soon as I got the prescription, I relaxed in this manner. It was just like had this, kind of clear flash type thing. And as soon as I put my glasses on, I was like, well, these are too strong for me, because that's the process. I mean, look, how do you get from -4 to -2.25? Obviously, the eyesight improves, and this means that the shape of the eye, according to all the, is changing, and it's getting more round, which means that it wants the light closer to the front, and glasses push light to the back. So there you have that. And then the exact date when I passed a driver's test, I don't recall off the top of my head. I believe that was 2 years ago, maybe 2010. So, a matter of months, I'd say definitely less than 8 months from, probably something like 8 months, I think, from when I got the -2.25. I'm not entirely sure. I don't have my thing on me right now. Maybe it's on my website. Let me just see if I just ruined my video. Okay. I think I hid it from my website at thecureforblur.com, but like where it was issued. Okay, so we have the issuing date, 2011. Okay, so then it was, I guess I got that in 11. Okay, in 2009, Israel. Okay, so I guess it was like a year or something? I mean, by that time I'd stopped wearing my glasses for, I just hadn't been wearing my glasses for a very, very long time. And to be honest, while I was already working, I avoided this question, of how long has it been, because I kind of felt like it usually came from someone who's like skeptical about the whole process in general. Um, and I just kind of assumed, and maybe I was wrong, probably was wrong, was just that, like, if people knew that it had taken me 2 years or something, that they'd be like, oh, F this, like, I'm just gonna, something like that. So, yeah, I don't know the exact dates. I mean, I could say this. The date of me getting my driver's license issued, where I'd passed the test at 2040, was was June 3rd, 2011, and I took off my glasses around April 15th, 2008. So, I mean, that's kind of like a 2.5 year, no, it's like a, no, it's a 3 year process, like that. Well, and if you actually look at the time frame between getting some kind of coaching, which I didn't even do. I didn't get coaching. I just interviewed a couple of people. Um, then we're talking about, say, 2 years. So yeah, I guess the answer might be 2 years, or I mean, I interviewed him in August of 2008. So let's say it's 2 years or 3 years, one of the two. Then I don't know what to say. Then that's -4. It's like 16 steps over three. So it's kind of like one step every 3 months, something like that. So like every 3 months, you could say that my eyesight improved by around a step, uh, which is like a 0.25, like a quarter of a diopter. So I don't know, maybe if you're making those kinds of gains, and that's good. I've seen with students getting better gains than that. And like I said, within a few months, I'd improved to 2020, just basically a few days or weeks after interviewing Greg Marsh, I'd seen 2020, but it wasn't consistent. So, uh, in terms of the possibility, it's there. There's tons of people that are, a lot quicker. If you look on my website, for example, if you look at cureforblur.com, I have a session with another guy named David, and his eyesight improves around threefold just in that session. You can check that out and see what you think. So that's my, I guess, long-winded answer for 2020. My eyesight still fluctuates, or has been fluctuating. It's been improving. It continues to improve, which has been fantastic. And my night vision especially has been getting better, which has been really, really nice. I don't use glasses at all. I haven't been using glasses for I don't know how long. I mean, like at all, none whatsoever, probably more than 2 years, something like that. I mean, this is my second year here at school, and I came down and I don't even have glasses. Uh, so, so yeah, that's that.